Hey everybody, welcome to Ultimate Survival Tips. I'm David. I'm glad you joined me today as we take a look at a compass hack I developed for my personal Altoids tin survival kits that eliminates unreliable button compasses and is way better than floating a magnetized needle on a leaf. So in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how to make a fully functional last-ditch compass out of a standard Nalgene water bottle and a few items you probably have at home right now. Let's get started. All right, so here's what you need for your kit. You're going to need a water bottle, either a clean canteen wide mouth or a Nalgene water bottle. You're obviously going to need some water. A cork, a small cork, like a number 0 or 00 cork works great. A sewing needle, a match or a toothpick, a rubber band or two, a razor or another cutting tool, a permanent marker, a waterproof compass sticker, and if you want to make your own magnetized needles, you need a rare earth magnets. A small bag comes in handy. Another optional item is a medium Ziploc bag. All right, let's start with magnetizing our sewing needle. Okay, magnetizing a sewing needle is a lot easier than you might think, but you are going to need very, very strong magnets, and that's why I recommend rare earth magnets. This is a stack of several of them. They come in various different sizes and they're actually not cheap. It also helps to have a small bag, and small is better than a large bag, and I'll show you why. What you need to do is stick your sewing needle, or multiple sewing needles if you have them, if you want to do multiple kits. Stick it in a small bag like this, and then basically all you need to do is take your rare earth magnet and take it the full length of the sewing needle. You're just going to go back and forth on the sewing needle just like this. Some people say go all in one direction. When we do them here for our kits, we just go back and forth, and that's it. This needle should be magnetized for quite some time. And in a couple of seconds, we're going to be able to test to see if it truly is magnetized. Okay, so the real magic of this whole system is that we're going to use the caps for a water bottle that we would normally carry with us. So in the clean canteen water bottle, we've got the inside of the cap of both of them is roughly about 2 inches in diameter. So what we want to do is we want to be able to tell north, south, east, and west as accurately as we can, because we're going to be able to legit find our direction from these devices. So I'm going to do it 2 different ways. First, if you don't have a compass sticker, all you got to do is get your marker, and we're going to use this razor blade as a straight edge. This is a pretty primitive way to do it, but all I'm going to do is draw roughly one of our lines there, and then I'm going to do my best to go ahead and get a perpendicular line going the other way, like that. Okay, so we roughly have, we'll just call one of these north. I'll make this one north. All right, there's our north, south, east, and west, and that's pretty primitive. You can do a better job than I did right here at home. Now, if you want to get more accurate, you can pick up these waterproof compass stickers. We've got them all ready to go over at tinysurvival.com. And then all we need to do is get this roughly in the center somewhere and press it in. It's a vinyl sticker and it's waterproof. You just want to make sure before you do either one of these that your lid is clean and dry. Okay, a lot of you guys have probably seen folks trying to float magnetized needles in a mud puddle on a leaf. That's got various different problems, including, like right now, the wind blowing. It can definitely alter your north-south direction of the needle. So what we're going to do to simplify this whole thing is, one, we're going to be using our lid as the flotation device for our needle, and it's going to buffer it from the wind. And two, instead of floating our needle on a leaf, we're going to float it on a piece of this cork. So we don't even need this whole cork. All we're going to do is we're going to cut off like the bottom third. And you can see that our needle is magnetized because it was going after the razor blade. Okay, now that we have our bottom third cut off, we can actually, if this were in our survival kit, we could actually use this as a little bobber. So, little bonus tip there. And as a little sneaky tip, bonus tip here, number 2. If you have a safety pin, you can kind of pre-drill and have a little bit more control as to where your needle will go through by using your safety pin, pushing it through like that, and then taking your needle through the same hole. Now that we have our float and our compass needle assembled, we need to find north and south. So this is part of this whole deal that you can do at home before you put this in your Altoids tin survival kit. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is get some water in our lid. We've got our needle and our float assembled. To find north, get your compass, do this part at home. The red end of the needle is pointing north. So one of the ends of this sewing needle should align pretty closely with what we have going on with the compass. Spinning around. All right, bam, there you go. So we know there's the pointy end of the needle, there's the end with the hole. And now what we're gonna do is take this out and mark the north end. There's a couple of ways that you can mark north. You could just carefully grab your razor blade and notch the north end. But what I prefer to do, especially if you're gonna do this at home, is again, grab your waterproof Sharpie. Go ahead and draw a line down the center. Okay, so we know that this ends north now. Now let's assemble our compass. All we need to do then in the field is align your north facing part of the compass, north. Okay, to make things easy, we're gonna go ahead and put our rubber band on first. You're gonna put it on the outside of the rim of the cap. Then we're gonna take our toothpick and let's just say we wanna travel east. And this can be adjusted once you have your needle in here, but we'll just set it over at east. Then we'll put water back inside our cap. Put our needle in there. What we would normally do if it's a compass is we would align north with the north arrow on the sticker or the north arrow that you have drawn on the inside of your lid. And as long as that is aligned with north, as we travel in that direction, we're going east. Okay, now that we have our compass pretty much all together, what I'm actually going to do now is take our rubber band off. And the plastic bag that I mentioned is an optional item before, I've already taken a Ziploc and I've trimmed it down. I've just cut the ends off and made it into a circle. Now what we're going to do is we're going to use the rubber band, and this is going to largely seal the water on the inside so that we can use this DIY compass without dumping all the water out. So the plastic basically takes no room in your kit. You can take the other end of this plastic and an extra rubber band with you in your kit. And now your water bottle is largely sealed, so you could put it back in your pack. Your compass is sealed, so you can use it without wind affecting it or without dumping your water if you stumbled going through the woods. We've just taken a look at how to make a legit last-ditch compass out of junk drawer items and your water bottle. For your convenience, I put links to all the gear mentioned in the description. And if you want to support what we're doing at Ultimate Survival Tips and don't want to search through your junk drawer for all the items in this kit, we've put together a full DIY compass kit and a host of other everyday carry kits and gear over at tinysurvival.com. And don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to this channel, and hit the little bell icon. All right, everyone, thanks for joining me. I'm David. I hope to see you on the other side, and remember, be prepared because you never know.